song. Once again, this song. Once again, this song. It's people in the chat. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, we back. We back. 12th round knockout. 12th round knockout. Salute to all the homies. Salute to Eastwick. Salute to my man Hassan Lane. Salute to all the ones that fool with me and all the ones that don't. Salute. Shout out to all my people. Shout out to all my day ones. Shout out to my man Cleve. Shout out. I got all that. What you sent me, Cleve. Good luck. Hello. Hi. What's going on, people? What's going on? I'm talking about Keyshawn Davis in Virginia. I'm good. I'm good. We talking boxing over here. Oh man. Come on, man. Shout out to my man Haywood. Shout out, homie. Hey, look, this is what I need all y'all to do for me that's in the chat right now. Subscribe to my channel, man. Subscribe to my channel. Let me see how many of y'all would actually just hit the subscribe button. That's all I ask. Just subscribe to the channel. That's not asking much. And hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. You asked me for a shout out, I shouted you out. Now hit the subscribe button, man. Do that for the homie. Yeah, talking about Keyshawn Davis. Yeah, like I keep saying, I keep reiterating, that's gonna be a tough fight for him. Um, I saw an interview he did today, and well, that was an old interview, and I think he understands what he has on the table. I really do. I really do think he gets it. You know, that guy's not a walk in the park. And him and Hitchens is cool. So I know they busted up about Pyro. Now, this the thing. What's good is that Keyshawn got Shushu Carrington in camp with him. You know, that's my cover story. You know, talking about them two. And you can see they work. Shushu t-shirt was drenched. And that's just from hard work and dedication, you know. So that tells me that Keyshawn is working, and he's working hard, and he's ready. He know what's on the table, because that was my main concern with him, you know. Going out there not really understanding who's in front of him. But then again, you know, I'm the type of guy, my favorite fighters, when they coming up to a fight, pause, and stuff like that, I get a little antsy. You know, I'm a boxing guru. Like, I fool with the sport of boxing, and it's like my boy fighting. You know, even with Tank, no matter who he fight, if I think he can beat the guy no matter what, every fight, I'd be like, wow, you know, like, he got it. That's how I be. That's how I always, even with Pernell Whitaker when he was fighting, you know, I'm just a boxing guy. You know, I'm into it like that. Yeah, so excuse me, they in the camp, and that's a good thing. Him and Shushu getting that work in together, and you can imagine who else coming up there getting that work. You know, I know he's not just sparring Shushu. And does Shushu have a style like uh that guy? I don't know. I really don't know. I know that guy's on the front foot, and I know he's coming to take your head off. Those are facts. But I think Shushu was there just to give solid work. Solid work, because Keyshawn said he gonna stop homeboy. And I believe Keyshawn can stop him because of his style and the way he boxed. You know, him and Hitchens are two different fighters, two different styles, two just all around different fighters. You know, I think he's more settled. He wait. You know, he's more of a counter puncher. You know, he's not like a. In fact, I seen him spar before. I seen him do a round. Richard Hitchens and Keyshawn Davis. I watched them do a round, and it was a crazy round. just one round, and they was fighting. You know, boxing literally went out the window. You know, I caught it. You know, of they last round, and they was sparring. And by then they was like going back and forth with words and cursing and even if it wasn't the last round, they cut it. But and from what I seen, it was it was interesting. I put it to you like that. And that guy, whatever his name is, Paro, I believe in my heart that Hitchison made that fight harder than what it should have been. Keyshawn not gonna do that. Keyshawn not gonna make it rough for him. And if you see the guy Keyshawn just fought, that was a tough guy. That guy was from the old school, and he was doing old school stuff. Elbowing, wrestling, trying to take Keyshawn head off, and like Keyshawn said, it taught him some stuff. But he also said he was right there with homeboy, and he really was. He was giving it to him straight up. And I watched Africa train today. Africa's Richard Hitchens. I watched him. He's in training because he has a fight coming up. He's fighting the guy that beat Matias. I don't know. That's gonna be a. I don't know. I really I can't. I don't call fights, man. Let me just say that. I really don't. I don't call fights. I ain't into that. I don't like that. I don't call fights. I just pick who I like. I never say this person gonna win, that person gonna win. The only person I do that with is my number one fighter, which is Tank. That's my guy. And people that know me, know that I fool with him. I fool with Rise Podcast. Those are my guys. I've been on their show. So, but that's gonna be a fight to see. Hitchens and the guy who just beat Matias. And everybody know Matias is a knockout artist. He never was the boogeyman to me. As long as you have Antoine Russell in your weight division, you're not the boogeyman. You're just not the boogeyman. And Antoine Russell got robbed his last fight. Let's not get that twisted. He didn't lose that fight. He literally got robbed. Period. He got robbed. Yeah. I also seen an interview that my man did. His name escapes me right now. It'll come back to me. But I seen an interview he did. He just had a baby, Schofield, and I watched him train and see what he was talking about. And Floyd said something to Devin Haney's father, Bill, And it made a lot of sense. And what he said, anybody can be a champion in the gym, and that's true, because Schofield running around telling people how, he got out on Tank, but let's keep it real. you know, Sparring is to tighten your skills up. Sparring not for to really go in there and to be taking cats' heads off, and to sparring is really for working on things. You working on stuff. You might be working on a combination that you trying to, lock in, or just anything. So how can you sit there and say, what you would do to Tank? Come on, Schofield. Come on, man. Who you fought? Let's just keep it real, bro. Like, who you fought? Everybody can't get a slice of the pie, man. Everybody can't. Tank can't fight all of y'all. He can't. He got a 6-fight deal, and that's it. And he already got one in. He about to do another one. He have 4 after this fight with Lamont Roach. He have 4 to go. Frank Martin, Lamont Roach, that leave him 4. He signed a 6-fight deal with Prime. And I know he's definitely fighting Shakur Stevenson. That's a fact. He's definitely fighting him. Excuse me. I think he gonna fight Devin Haney in the future. Tiafimo, but Tiafimo, he's really all talk. He talk a lot. Nick, what's up, man? Salute, big homie. What's good with you? Hey, give me a like, man. People are crazy, man. I'm telling you, people are shot out. The things people say, man, is just bugged out, and you can't feed into none of that or get into none of that, man. People are crazy. Nick, what's up, my guy? Glad you came through, man. Salute, my boy. Yeah, but like I was saying, man, like it's no way. It's no way that Schofield will get in the ring and beat Tank Davis at this stage of the game. And to me, Schofield is still doing a lot of amateur stuff. He's still, because he's so short, his style, he made a style up that's comfortable for him, and it's also dangerous for him, because what he does, he jumps into his punches, literally. He jumps into him, like, and with his head straight up, and the right person gonna take his head clean off his shoulders. The right person, the right like a Frank Martin, or uh, 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 a Tank, or any of them guys, man. Them guys been around. You're not getting in the ring jumping into punches, man, with the elite. You're not doing that, because they gonna line you up. They already know your faults, because they watch you. All fighters watch other fighters fight. They watch them, they watch them. And they know, they be knowing they faults. People are sick, man. People are really sick. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm really excited about the Morrell Benavidez fight. Man, like it, because I feel it's about time that Benavidez fighting somebody his size. It's about time, man. He's always fighting somebody that's, Benavidez been a weight bully for a long time. And let's just keep it real. We keep it real at 12th round knockout, man. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pull no punches and lie and all that. Just like Earl Spence. Earl, for years, Earl Spence stayed at 147. He was way bigger than them guys, man. And Earl came in the game at 152. Our first couple of pro fights was at 152. I know he fought 152 in the amateurs. 153. And then he went down to 147, seeing how easy it was and how much power he had there. And he just stayed. He stayed right there. But I seen it coming in the Sean Porter fight with Spence. I seen the tables starting to turn. I seen the glitz and the glamour, the money, the late nights, the drinking, whatever else he was doing. I seen those things taking its toll, because that fight, I said, he's not doing something right. Porter's giving him too much of a hard time. Porter fought that boy every single round like it was the last round. He fought Sean Porter and Errol Spence fought to the wire, man. That was a classic. Now, you want to talk about classics? That was a classic. And I'm going to tell you this too. If Spence didn't drop Porter in 11th round, that fight could have went either way, man. That fight could have went either way. It really could have. Both of them took a lot of punishment in that fight. They did. They really did. Both of them. Because Porter was on them. I'm talking about on them. Them left hooks, them overhands, the body shots. Man, that was connecting. And he was throwing it hard, real hard. Pause. And then Spencer come back. Southpaw. Bang, boom, boom. You know, Spence on the front foot all night. All night he's coming at you. All night. But Bud tested his chin, man. Even though I'm a go to my grave believing in my heart that Spence was not healthy. I'm not making up no excuses. I'm not doing none of that because I like them both the same. Like, I literally like them both the same. I didn't like one more than the other. None of that. I like them both the same. I really like Spence and I really like Bud. But back then I was still like choosing. And I had Arrow beating Bud. I had him beating him. I thought Bud was too small. I thought Bud, but bottom line, man, he made a believe out of me the night he fought Errol Spence. That's the night. That's the day I said he different. He different. Because I'm gonna tell you, he whooped Errol Spence ass. Straight up. No cut. He beat the shit out of Spence. And I always say this. When, because I want people to understand, when you get beat like that, a lot of people don't bounce back from a beating like that. They just don't. Because why? They be scared to get that feeling again. What I mean by that is getting hit in your head and dropped. That means somebody hit you so hard that it discombobulated. yo, yo, my word. I'm just being super honest right now. When you and then you consistently getting dropped, so you consistently, bro, when you get hit, boom, and you fall on the ground, bro, you got your wits knocked out of you, man, for a minute. That's nothing. That's nothing to play with. That's not a game. That's real. You know, that's real. That's really real. You know, like the guy, um, like you guys won't remember the Dooku Kim fight. You know, I know a lot of people won't remember that, but skip that fight. It was a fight after that, and the two guys was fighting. And do you remember the guy went to the other corner and started punching at nothing? He died that night. He took too many blows. Technically, he was dying then. Technically, he was brain dead then. But it just wasn't in full effect. But when he turned around from the guy and walked to the corner and started hitting the corner, he didn't know what was going on. That was it. He went into a vegetable that night and passed. May peace and blessings be upon him. It's a guarantee that you will get $2 million to walk up them steps and get in the ring. But it's not a guarantee that you're going to get out that ring and walk down them steps and be with your family again. That's not guaranteed, bro. In the sport of boxing. The sport of boxing it's real, man. So, and you have people that sit back that don't know the real essence of contact sport. That's why when Floyd said hit and don't get hit, man, that was the dopest shit a motherfucker could have ever said. That was real right. The object of the game is to hit and don't get hit, man. Look at these guys, man. But back to what I was saying about Spence. Spence hasn't fought since. Listen, people can make up all the excuses in the world they want. They can say what they want. You can say what you want. But at the end of the day, at the very end of the day, Spence don't really want to get back in that fucking ring, man. He talked that, but he really don't want to go through that. And the sad thing is this. If Spence not wealthy, he's a fool. Spence made a whole lot of money. Spence should at least been going in 100 millions. At least 80, 90 million in his career. He was bleeding the PBC. Straight up. Him and Tank. See, but Tank wasn't getting his full just due because you had Pretty Boy Floyd scraping him. Wasn't doing them right about that bread. That's why Tank hated his guts. Because he knew Floyd was robbing him. But he couldn't do nothing. He had to wait. He had to wait till the contract was over. He couldn't wait to get the fuck away from Mayweather Promotions, man. He couldn't wait. He could not wait. He was getting robbed. But like I was saying, you know, me personally, I don't care about seeing Spence fight ever again. In fact, I never want to see him grace the ring ever again. I hope he never fight. I will hate to sit there and watch Spence go out like a sucker. Start getting beat all up. I just, I couldn't stand to see that. You know, like with the one hitter quitter. You know, that was after the trilogy, and I keep saying this, and and I say it from my heart. After the trilogy with Tyson Fury, bruh was a shell of himself, man. He was no more good. You could have just said, and he would have fell. He didn't have nothing. He was scared. He went into that scared tactic. He was scared. He didn't want to get hit. It's being scared. It's being scared. It's like sometimes you gotta dumb it down. It's like in baseball. When you at bat and you get hit in the face with the ball, most batters never come back from that. Why? Because they brain shift and they be scared to get hit in the face with that fucking ball again. And no matter what you tell them, what kind of helmet you put on their head, no matter what, if you do the history on batters, on baseball players that was good and got hit in the face with the ball, and see how they bat went all the way down to the point to where as though they became a shell of who they was, just because they didn't want to get hit in the face with that ball again. They was scared. And you could tell when they came back how they would back up from the plate. They didn't want to get hit with the ball. I'm not talking about getting hit on the arm or on the lip. No, I'm talking about when players get hit and they knock her. They don't bounce back from that, man. They really don't. Yeah, but that Keyshawn fight, I'm excited about it. Um, God's willing, jump on the highway and go see that. It's right in Norfolk, Virginia. It's a 4.5 hour ride from me. That's nothing. Go to car wash, pipe my joint out real nice, sit back, put that GP on, the GPS on, and just ride. Go to the fights, man, and enjoy myself. That's gonna be nice. That's definitely gonna be nice. And the main event gonna be a dope main event. That whole card crazy. That whole card. That's a top rank card. That card, man. That's gonna be nice. That's definitely gonna be nice. Yeah. Excuse me. I wonder who's gonna win that Morrell and the Mexican Monster fight. Yeah, and another good fight is that Richard Hitchison fight. That's gonna be another good fight. Yeah, the Tank fight is in California. Yeah, I believe. No, it's in Houston. Don't quote me on that. I really, for some reason, I really haven't dug in on that fight yet. I really haven't been chasing it. For some reason, it's not a lot of hype around that fight, and then I'm super in tune with with Raj, and the fight is 2 months out, something like that, almost. Oh yeah, October. Yeah, 2 months out, and I know for a fact Calvin Ford is not around Tank, and hasn't been around Tank. I know this for a fact. These are facts, and I'm saying it publicly. He probably talked to him, but as far as camp or anything like that, if they didn't start it today, I don't know about it yet. I'd probably know tonight, but Ford Calvin ain't been in no training camps or nothing like that. Calvin was just in he was just in New York Saturday. Calvin was in New York. Kenny Ellis was in New York. Um, Everybody was in New York. They went up to New York. They took the amateurs up there for sparring. That was Saturday. That was last Saturday. And then Monday, they was back in Baltimore, and yesterday he was in Baltimore. He was in Upton. I know this is for a fact. He was in Upton. I watched him. He got some packages in from some sports people, and they came on on truckloads of stuff, man. It was given to them boys, man. And I watched Calvin cut the bag open and all that. And that was yesterday. That's why I said if he ain't in camp, unless they started camp today. Excuse me. But I just hope they not, looking at Roach like a walk in the park, which I doubt because they've been around Roach their whole career. They've been around each other their whole career. They know what Roach is about. They know what he's about. They know exactly what he about. He's not, people can say what they want. He's not a walk in the park. He's not no walk in the park. Period. Yeah. He's not. Salute. Salute, salute, salute. All my peoples, thanks for coming out, checking me out. I appreciate it. Those who liked, those who subscribed, I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Salute to everyone. God bless. End it the same way. Jersey.